There will be no further roll call.
Okay, we're ready to go. They're not hanging around now. So late starts this race then. The Temple Challenge Cup has been delayed and delayed, but the University of London on the Berkshire station, top of your picture, up against Oxford Brookes University in the red-maroon nearest the camera. Helen talking about the all-important start. Watch out for 30 seconds in. You reckon that's when the pain kicks in maximum?
I think so. I think when they come out of the start and find their rhythm.
Go!
So off they go in the eights, the Temple Challenge Cup, and really cleanly out of the University of London. Oxford Brookes on the Temple Island side of the start. Neat enough, with the Coxes steering a pretty good line. Rajesh Sharma for the University of London will be keeping an eye on his own boat, also keeping an eye on what Oxford Brookes are up to. Charlie Clark for Oxford Brookes. And I'll just be pleased to have this race underway. And 30 seconds in, as you say, Helen, the athletes will already be feeling it after that monumental wait at the start line.
Yeah, and going from nothing to everything, and you can see now they're just both trying to find their rhythm after that ferocious start. And in the eights, this is just this unmoving machine. They're going to be trying to move together, but also feel the hull as it finds its speed.
You can see the power there, striking a really high rate off Temple Island, and now sustaining it. Looks like Oxford Brookes University have nosed ahead fractionally, but there's nothing in it in this opening couple of 100 metres of the race.
No, I think they had a very similar start, but on that 30-second to kind of 45-second point, Oxford Brookes just put in almost more of a hip shove through the water, and you could just see that their boat moved a little further for that 10 strokes, and they're continuing to do so. I think they put in a little more power, a little more running boat speed.
And they've been rewarded with a half a length advantage early on. It's going to be a fast time. We know that with this tailwind. Not much stream to contend with today. Can expect another really fast time, but at the moment Oxford Brookes University again, another surge from them, just pushing on towards a length lead. That's a very good first 500 metres of the race from them.
And they're going to be wanting to look across and break that clear water. They're going to want their stern to be clear water away from the bows of the London boat, just so they can feel relaxed, in control, and keep that rhythm going.
Last year, Oxford Brookes beat Harvard by 3 1/4 lengths in the final of the Temple. And Oxford Brookes progressing to this point by beating another American boat, University of California, yesterday by 1 1/4 lengths in their semi-final. So Oxford Brookes, great pedigree in this event, great recent pedigree. And then in the University of London, they beat Yale by 3/4 of a length. They were involved in a really good battle with Yale in their semi-final yesterday. And I wonder if that might cost them a little bit today. But they are hanging on, and they've actually managed to keep check with Oxford Brookes. Helen, they're in contention still, aren't they, University of London?
Absolutely, and anything can happen. Now both boats have found that cruising speed. It's going to be the small things that make the difference. I really do like the way that Oxford Brookes are dropping their blades in at the catch. If you just watch the way they go into the water, there's no extra energy there. And if you compare it to London, possibly just because they're chasing the boat, there's a little bit of energy, a little bit of splash from the blades dropping in, but they are staying there.
Yeah, London is just on the Berkshire station, look like they're fighting it a little bit more, but very smooth and calm from Oxford Brookes. Blades nicely into the water there, and they have managed to just calm the race down. But University of London, some credit to them. I thought that the lead was only going to be extended, but they've actually crept back a little bit. They've shown something character-wise here, haven't they?
Absolutely, and we were saying there was that point earlier where Brookes want to break clear water, and they haven't, and I think that's crucial. The fact that they haven't been able to break their stern away from the bows of the London crew is going to mean that London feels them, they can sense them right there, and that's going to want to keep them in the race.
So Oxford Brookes now a length up as they go past the Remenham Club. That's the halfway marker in the race. They've gone past the barrier, Forley. Now Remenham Club, the halfway marker. The bank's congested. Lots of people down here in time for Sunday lunch, and lots more finals. This is just one of 23 finals here at Henley today. And at the moment, it's going the way of Oxford Brookes, as it did last year against Harvard. It's going their way against University of London by a length. They look like they've got a bit in reserve as well, don't they, at the moment?
They do. They look like they're a class act as they go down the course, almost improving as they go down the course, whether they've got the nerves of the start out of the way or the fact that they're ahead is giving them confidence. They look smooth and stronger as they go down. But London's still straying there, and I think they're using a little bit of rate and they're using a little bit of extra energy to stay in touch, but that's crucial, and they are staying there. They're not dropping back.
So the Oxford Brookes, Cox, Charlie Clark, you see in the stroke seat there, Matthew Unstill. It's a pretty good performance from them. In the bow seat, Christopher Tebb.
I think London's actually pushed back maybe a foot there.
They've come back a little bit, haven't they? They're right back in contact, so they've still got a long way to go. As you say, they upped the rate, and they looked like they were putting in an industrious couple of 100 metres. Now, can they sustain that? Because they definitely, as you say, Helen, they've definitely come back a little bit on Oxford Brookes.
It's whether they've got enough water, and it's whether they've done too much to get back. They're running out of water, and I think it's going to be up to the Coxes to make a smart choice, a smart decision about when they start their sprint.
The white with purple hoops of University of London with something to do still 3/4 of a length down in the final stages of the Temple Challenge Cup. In front of stewards, it's Oxford Brookes University A, who have held their nerve after that long wait at the start, and they've managed to serve out a really good performance, and Oxford Brookes University A are going to win. They've led from early on in the race, and they've held that lead to more than a length, and over the line they come. The Temple Challenge Cup is won by Oxford Brookes University by more than a length from the University of London. They defend their trophy. They won it last year, they've won it again this year. It's tighter this year, the margin of victory, after that huge wait on the start line, playing all the mental games. They held their nerve, and Oxford Brookes University win the Temple.
Well, good afternoon. What a fantastic morning of racing we've had already. I'm Greg Searle. I'm getting into the commentary box here. Delighted to be alongside Helen Glover. And what a fantastic win that was for Oxford Brookes. You can see what it meant to them there as they came across the line.